What's going on, guys? How are you? How are you doing? This is Shocks, and this is ShocksCapital YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about the topic of unlimited leverage, how you can trade with zero margin requirement. So what I'm going to do first is to explain what is zero margin and what is unlimited leverage. Then after that, I'm going to show you the best strategy to trade with unlimited leverage and the best broker to do that. So what you are going to do now is to explain what leverage is and what margin is. So whenever you are trading, for example, if you are looking at this chart, right, and you want to trade this particular setup here, what you are going to be doing is simple. You are going to enter on this particular setup, then you are going to require a certain amount in your trading account for you to be able to open a certain number of lots on this particular one. So let's say, for example, you are using an account with $100 as your balance, right? You cannot open, for example, 10 lots on $100 because the margin requirement of this particular one would depend on the balance that you're looking at, right? So for example, if you have $100 on this particular one and you are trading for example $100 account, you would need typically to open 0.03 lot size, which is a very mini lot that you can open on this one, and you are going to be using that. But if you are using unlimited leverage, what you're just doing, or how you calculate the number of lots you are going to open on any particular pair, on a particular setup, you are going to be using the pip value as your benchmark. So if the pip value is if the pip value is $10, right? If the pip value is $10 on a certain lot, right? For example, if you have $100 and the pip value is $100, right? So you are going to be limited by the pip value being equal to your balance, right? So for example, with $100 and with unlimited leverage, you can open 10 lots. Yeah, you heard that right. But if it moves opposite to your preferred direction, you're going to lose that same amount. So what I advise is, you are not going to max out what you can do with a certain particular balance. What you're going to do is you're going to go half and use the strategy that I'll show you in this video, and you see wonders in your account. Don't be restricted by leverage. Trade without margin. So how do you do that? To trade without margin, you have to find a broker that gives you trading with unlimited leverage, and we have such a broker, which is TIOmarkets. So what you just have to do, you just have to open an account with TIOmarkets, right? After opening your account, what do? You choose standard account, right? After choosing standard account, you can now fund and start trading. But the commodities or the instruments that you are going to trade are going to be those instruments with a prefix UN, on your MT5, and I'll show you all that. So how do you trade with unlimited leverage for you to maximize your gains and minimize your losses? So this is what we are going to do. Remember, we have this GBP USD, and this is what happened just before news releases. So remember, if you are trading news releases with unlimited leverage, you have to do it 20 minutes before the news event so that your leverage is not affected, right? So what you're going to be doing is to understand that this is news releases, understand the direction that you are going, and after understanding the direction, choose your order blocks on the M5, right? After choosing your order block on the M5, what you are going to do is set a limit. After setting a limit, you're just going to wait for your order to be filled, and you're going to use half the balance of your account as the lot determinant, right? So what you're going to do, let's say we are going to say we have $100, right? We have $100, and this is the setup that we have chosen, right? And this is the order block that we have chosen after breaking of this low. This is the OB, and what we are going to do is set a limit at this particular point. Remember, I said 20 minutes, so you'll be here. Just count 4 candles here, so you'll be here. You set a limit there, and you wait for price to come to take you in. So what you're going to do is simple. You are going to set your limit not at the base of the order block, but actually at the close to the top, because this is news. You are counting in, or you are trying to accommodate the stop, and that can happen, right? So you're going to set close to the high of the order block, and you're going to set your limits at this particular zone, right? And your stop loss is going to go just above the So you're going to trade with very tight stops like this, and this is your limit, this is your stop, and you're going to max out your account, right? Leverage, trading without leverage. So if you are someone who wants to trade without leverage, it means that you have thrown like risk management out of the window, and you are not worried about what is going to happen if it goes south, right? You enter here, and this is the potential of your of your earnings. So let me say that, let's say you enter 5 lots here on on $100 account, 5 lots at this particular point, right? You have maxed out your account and you've done that, and it means that when price goes away, your earning potential is going to be similar to someone who has, let's say, $5,000 and he has entered 5 lots, or maybe $50,000 or things like that, but you only have $100. So the advantages of this is what you are going to increase your earning capability on any particular pair, and risking what you can afford to what to lose on any particular pair that you have a UN suffix on what on TIOmarkets. So this is what we are going to do, and I'm going to show you some of these pairs that you can trade and some of the examples that you can take advantage of. Stay with me and I'll show you how to do this. Right, and we have USD CHF here, and what you are going to do, remember, we're using the M5 time frame, and we want to identify order blocks so that we can enter with minimum risk. So this is London session, as you can see. So what we have done here is price has taken out price at this particular point, right? So what we want to do is, after this low has been taken out by this aggressive move here, we take this order block as our what, as our reference point and as our point of interest. So what we are trying to do here is we are trying to max out our account. We are trying to use unlimited leverage to trade with this, and we want to reduce the risk of price going against us as much as we can. So what we have done here, remember, we have said you're going to set your limits as close to the what, as close to the high of the order block as possible, or as close to the high of the supply zone as possible. So what you are going to do here is simple. We have our limits at this particular zone, as shown by the what, by the red horizontal what, horizontal line here. So if you set your points, your limits here, what you are going to wait for is for price to what, to retrace back and fill in at this particular zone. So remember, this was no any news releases. At first I showed you a news release strategy, but this one is not a news release strategy. It's a straight strategy that you can use in the London session, and you want to take advantage of the London breakout or the London move that is going to happen. So you are going to be using pairs that move in the what, in the London session, and those are euro based pairs, CHF pairs, and GBP pairs. So here's what you have done. Price is coming back and filling you in at this particular zone, and you are going to set your stop loss just above the what, the order block. So what you are going to do, if you are having $30 in your account, you can open 3 lots at this particular what, at this particular zone. And remember, 3 lots is maxing out, but we don't want to max out. We want to half down on what you can do. So we're going to enter maybe 1 lot, and if we enter 1 lot here, remember the what, the pip value of 1 lot is $10 or $100, depending on the balance and what you are trading, right? So if you measure from this point to this point that we are saying is our what, is our stop loss, you see that we have 1.9 pips, right, as our stop loss. So if it goes 1.9 pips, you will be there if you don't max out the what, if you don't max out the unlimited leverage option. So what I'm just saying is, don't abuse the unlimited leverage, but make it work in your advantage. So if you can open 10 lots with your what, with your balance, it means that you're not going to open 10 lots, you're going to open maybe 3 lots, because ideally you wouldn't be able to open those 3 lots with what, with $100. So you're going to do it with unlimited leverage, but you're going to apply some risk. You understand? You are going to use a 2 pip stop loss, but you're going to apply some risk because it might go against the direction that you have chosen, and you don't want it to happen in just one tick move, which is a 1 pip against your what, against your position. So as soon as you enter here, we're trying to reduce our drawdown, and we're trying to go into profit as faster as we can, as fast as possible. So this is what you can do. And if you can look at GBP JPY, you can go to the same M5 time frame and try to find where we can apply this. And depending on what you're trading, remember, I actually like to trade these pairs when they can move, right? And this is the London session. And in the London session, what are you seeing? You see that we have had a break here, and price is moving, what is moving down, and it comes back in the other session that follows. And what you are doing here is we have this order block or supply zone at this particular zone, and price came, you were looking to catch this move, but as you can see, price did not retest the order block here. Sometimes it happens, and it saves you a lot of money if it happens like that. So this is what you are doing. And if it doesn't go to your order block or to your supply zone, it's fine. You're just going to let it go and look for more trades. Let's say this is another one. Remember, this is GBP JPY, and GBP JPY moves in the Asian session, and also in the London session. And what we want to do here is simple. We're just looking for an order block to apply our strategy. And this is the order block that we have chosen in this particular zone. Why? Because price has taken out this low with this aggressive move, price comes back, and this is what you're doing. So the reason why you miss this first trade is because we are trying to enter closer to the high of the order block as possible. So we are starting from the middle of the range to the high, and we are measuring how many pips that is to our stop loss, and we don't want to commit a lot of pips there. And this is 5 pips on GBP JPY. This is very huge. So you are going to not max out. If you have $100, you are going to open maybe 0.5 or 1 lot on this particular zone, and you are going to benefit or to max out your returns on that particular one. So I'm just showing you the best way to use unlimited leverage and not abuse it. So this feature is found on TIOmarkets. And if you want to get involved trading unlimited leverage with whatever balance you have, just register an account with TIOmarkets, open an account, choose standard account, and choose unlimited leverage, and you can trade all the pairs that comes with a UN suffix on any of the pairs that you're going to be trading. Guys, this is what I wanted to show you today. I hope you make use of this if you want, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers out.